Everybody listen to We're Not Wizards, because we are the best, and we're not wizards, no matter what anybody says. Goodbye.
Toons, or Tiny Towns, board game review, Alderac Entertainment Group. This review is all about that one you get from the shops, so that game providers to us by that clever cog that made it and the smart one that sells it. We didn't tack any cash for saying stuff, we get a general chat about who it plays, so maybe just talk about the main stuff and know everything can. For all the times you hope you end up getting the chance to look at something braw and something special that the high hegians are all spraffing about, there's always the chance you're sitting there thinking, maybe I'm getting it loudy here because I'm getting to play it. Sometimes you're better waiting until all cunts had calmed down and you feel like some wido's no sitting on your shoulder checking your watch for you tutting like a raj. Tiny Toons with Alderac was such a game. In the past you could move for something chatting about it, sticking it on the list and twitching it all over the internet. Like, it was so good that even one of them top prizes at Origins, that probably meant that the head bummer, Mr. McPherson, was top man in his house for 5 minutes, so he got the remote for the telly and was given the extra crunchy bit off the fish supper on Friday. Tiny Toons is about wood and bricks and glass and stone, and you're all like the head man making the calls, telling folk what to build, and they all need to follow your lead. The clever thing is, once you put your stuff down in a certain way on the board, you swap it out for a swanky pad of your choosing, like a pub or a kirk or even a shed, and you're feeling fancy. Trouble is, once you put your building down, you can't use the square again, which is a bit of a pisser, to be honest. Some of the places give you points in that, but that's minted. Some of the wee houses need some scran in order to score points, and some of the buildings didn't come into play until things are all finished, and some just give you points, but if you stop you from just taking anything you want for the pile of stuff, if you really want to be clever, you can try bringing on the monuments, which shows your pure smart arse, and you can how to lord it all over the other pure buggers. But don't fash yourself, as it's only going to make things know the same. Isometric, I think they cry it. Things sound like, because you can pick it up with a couple of goes, and it's easy when you're pissing about with some wood. It's all pure swanky as well, with loads of colours, but it didn't get me confused because they did a cracking job of making it more swish. Like, even the bairns will be able to crack on without too much hassle, and you can stick it on the starter cards before you dive into the more complicated nonsense. There's nought better when you're picking on something that has them over the table pure beeling because they can't use what you've stuck them in. Because there's so many cards, and there's such a choice. And you'll never really be stuck if you're playing again and again, as there's a muckle amount of combinations you can have. What Tiny Toons does well is it's good at dealing with different folk based on if they're good or pish. Even the bairns got pretty sharpish. I was pure howling watching one of my pals sit there for ages trying to figure out where that one bit of brick was going to be sitting. Sometimes you get loads of points, and other times, well, it all down to whether you lose your based on what you've left on your board. The swanky monuments are kind of cool, but you're feeling like it's a case of fur coat and knickers. There's also a Toon Hall mode, which wasn't really for me, if I'm being honest with you. You can crack on with yourself, but how about scoring loads of points? Where's the fun if you're not allowed to lord it or someone else? Tiny Toons, Tiny Toons, Tiny Toons, Tiny Toons. It's one of those things that just does what it says on the tin without coming out or trying to be clever. You get the feeling that Peter has loads more to show, but like a good player in knockout whist, he kept his cards close to his chest and just rang with the best stuff. The good stuff that works really well. Like, I can see why folks went pure daft for it. New look, stick it on the table and get it played before you catch up with your programmes, and you're in for a treat. A
wizard is never late. is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to.